Imagine you're completely alone. No phone signal. No one knows where you are. Then, an 800-pound boulder crashes down, crushing your right arm against a canyon wall. You scream. You pull. You push with every ounce of strength you have. Nothing moves. The canyon falls silent. No rescue helicopters. No passing hikers. No chance of calling for help. At that moment, you realize a terrifying truth. You're trapped, and no one is coming. This isn't a movie. This really happened. It's the true story of Aron Ralston, one of the greatest survival stories ever recorded.
April 26th, 2003. The deserts of southeastern Utah looked peaceful. Towering red sandstone cliffs stretched for miles. Hidden between them was Bluejohn Canyon, a narrow slot canyon famous for its breathtaking beauty and its deadly isolation. 27-year-old Aron Ralston loved adventures like this. He was an experienced climber, strong, confident, always searching for places few people had ever seen. That Saturday morning, he packed his backpack. Water, a little food, basic climbing gear, and his video camera. Then he drove toward the canyon, excited for another unforgettable adventure. But he made one small decision, a decision that would change his life forever. He never told anyone exactly where he was going. No family, no friends, no emergency contact. If something went wrong, no one would know where to search. And within just a few hours, everything would go horribly wrong.
Aron stepped deeper into the narrow canyon. The sandstone walls closed in around him. In some places, the gap was barely wide enough for a single person to pass. Everything seemed normal until one single moment. As he climbed down a narrow section, he grabbed a large boulder for support. Suddenly, the rock shifted. In an instant, the massive boulder crashed downward. It slammed his right arm against the canyon wall. Aron screamed in pain. He pulled with all his strength. He pushed. He twisted. But the rock wouldn't move. It weighed hundreds of pounds. His arm was complete.
Time passed slowly. Aron searched his backpack for anything that could help. He tried using ropes. He tried shifting his body weight. He even chipped away at the rock with the small multi-tool he was carrying. Nothing worked. Hour after hour, the sun crossed the sky. Day turned into night. His water supply began to disappear. His food was almost gone. The cold nights drained his energy. The hot desert days pushed his body to its limits. Still, the boulder never moved. Aron realized he wasn't just trapped. He was running out of time. To stay focused, he spoke to his video camera. He recorded messages for his family, shared his thoughts, and tried to keep hope alive. But with each passing day, survival became less about strength and more about determination. 5 days had passed. Aron had almost no water left.
His body was weak. Dehydration had taken its toll. He understood the situation with painful clarity. If he stayed where he was, he would not survive. There was no sign of a rescue team. No voices. No footsteps. No miracle. He faced an impossible decision. It was a choice no one ever wants to make. But in that lonely canyon, Aron chose life. Using the small multi-tool he had with him, he freed himself from the boulder. It took extraordinary courage and an unimaginable will to survive. Bleeding, exhausted, and barely able to stand, he began walking out of the canyon. Every step was a battle, but he refused to give up. After freeing himself, Aron walked for miles through the harsh desert. Along the way, he finally encountered other hikers. They immediately called for help. A rescue helicopter soon arrived. Against all odds, Aron survived. His story inspired millions around the world. He later returned to climbing, continued exploring nature, and proved that even after unimaginable hardship, life can begin again. Aron Ralston's survival reminds us of one powerful truth. The human will to live is stronger than fear, stronger than pain, and sometimes stronger than the impossible itself. If you enjoyed this true survival story, subscribe to Last Stand Stories for more incredible real-life survival documentaries every week. Because when everything is lost, the last thing standing